Real talk, what's the Republican Party going to do once Trump dies? And when I say dies, I don't mean from any kind of, assassination plot either. I'm talking about just from living the way that he has been living for decades. And look, before I go any further, there's something I need to get off my chest. I am fat. I am a fat man. This is the truth. Crabman is fat. I have spent a large amount of my life not exercising and eating things named after things designed to kill people. Side note, you ever had a shotgun shell? It's absolutely delicious. It's like someone took a savory cannoli to the rodeo and then deep fried it. The point is, folks, I have been made aware of how fat I am by both doctors and, of course, MAGA trolls in my various comment sections. Doctors especially have told me that if I continue living my life this way, there is a strong possibility that I will experience considerable negative health complications further along in my life. And I have been taking steps to try and, alleviate some of my health problems in the future. I'm outside my gym right now. I'm going to go work out as soon as I'm done with this video. Folks, I say all of that to say that Donald Trump is a man who is as fat as I am, if not fatter. In addition to that, he's pushing 80, and by all accounts, the man doesn't take very good care of himself. He eats like trash, drinks a dozen Diet Cokes a day at least, and spent the bulk of his adult life hoovering crushed up prescription medication, the name of which I can't really say on here, but if you take all the context clues, it makes sense when you add her all up. Bottom line, he's old, he's fat, and he has put his body and his brain through the proverbial ringer for decades. He ain't long for this world. The question is, what is the Republican Party going to do once he passes on to that 24-hour half-price buffet in the sky? Well, not the sky. Let's be honest, he ain't going upstairs. As much as I dislike Donald Trump, I have to admit, objectively, he is a very popular politician at least amongst the Republican voting base. I mean, say what you want about the guy, but over the past 10 years, Donald Trump has energized a specific voting base in the United States. Granted, he's energized them in the worst possible way and basically given them carte blanche authority to engage in their worst possible impulses, but still. The point is, he's popular. He's never going to stop being popular. But there is nobody else within the ranks of the Republican Party who is even half as popular as Trump is or will ever be. And Donald Trump hadn't picked a protege. He's way too egotistical and loves the limelight way too much to have even begun planning for his passing. So who's going to take the reins once Donald Trump inevitably bites the Cheeto dust? Who? Vice President and Pope exterminator? JD, I don't know how donuts work and can't afford this PS5, so let me get a cash advance? Look, I adore making fun of JD Vance. I truly do. But I know enough about the guy to know that he has the charisma of a used sock puppet. Some people might follow him. Not nearly the same amount of people as Donald Trump. I mean, really, the only person I'm worried about in this specific context is probably Elon Musk. And normally I wouldn't be because, he was born in South Africa, and according to the Constitution, you have to be a natural-born citizen of the United States to be president. But as we have been seeing displayed over the past few months, the Republican Party really doesn't give two shits about the Constitution. The other thing about Elon Musk is that he's one of the most awkward human beings to ever live. You think JD Vance lacks charisma? Oh my God, have you seen Elon Musk? Honestly, the only reason why he's as popular with Republicans and Republican voters right now is because of his proximity to Donald Trump. Yeah, Musk is still rich and he still has a recognizable name, but beyond that, there's not really much that puts him on the same level as Donald Trump, at least popularity-wise. But yeah, if and when Donald Trump's heart makes like the majority of his cabinet in his first administration and gets cardiac arrested, the GOP is going to experience a tremendous power vacuum because, quite frankly, the Republican Party is Cadillacing in qualified candidates.